we go. Well, hello everyone. I need my glasses, but I cannot find them. Look at my my room is a mess. Welcome to my world. This is my world. It is a mess. I hope you guys are good today. Today is day 5 of the giveaways. This has been a phenomenal and super fun Fun Fab Fairy Festival week. I am enjoying so much, and I'm going to give away an extra prize today, and I'm going to give away 2 extra prizes tomorrow. So I hope you guys aren't getting sick of me yet. Yeah, I just hope you're not getting sick of me yet. I'm hoping everyone is learning and having fun. And I really, really want to, I want to chat with you guys today. And I want to hear about what your experiences have been like. What was easy, what was hard, if there were any surprises, if there were any disappointments. I kind of want to hear from you guys. All right, Ann Richie's in the house. Tara's in here hanging out, girlfriends. Oh, you're so welcome for the Fun Fab Fairy tutorials. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out. Yay! Facebook user, good morning. Patricia Veneman. Patricia Veneman has been with me since day 1. She is the bomb diggity. You guys keep your eyes peeled for her work. She is super talented. And I mentioned this yesterday, but if you didn't, even though, you know, she's been with me in the drawing club since like day 1, like 3 years ago. And she is, her A game and her tombow game is so amazing. Actually, I interviewed her. Gosh, it was a while ago. Patricia, I interviewed her. I did a whole interview on how she uses her tombos, and she was super kind and gave me a resource with all of her skin tones that she likes to make. And so that's going to be released as I'm going to do a lesson for you in Patricia's style. So how's that for a pretty cool turnaround, right? So I am super excited to be her student and to see if I can do something as well as she does. So that's the kind of cool things we do around here. So hello. Charlene had a blast this week. That makes me so happy. Charlene, you got a prize. Did you claim your prize yet? I was like, I know that name because I wrote it down as a prize winner. Make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled for your names. Yes, I sent your journal. Okay, make sure you're checking your names every day. There's been some people that have not come forward to claim their prizes. So reach out to me. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm putting them in the announcement sections in a new post. Let me show you right now so there's no confusion about where those go. This being able to share my screen is just so immensely helpful. Oh, wait, except it's tricky. I'm going to share it over here. There's nothing there right now. All right, so I'm going to show you where to go to find yours. To find the winners, because, yeah, there's people that haven't come. All right, see the announcement section? Click on the announcements. Okay, and that's here, all the announcements. So here's like the winners from yesterday. Okay, winners for day 4. They're all pinned up here. And this is the links that I'm choosing the winners from today. So that's where that comes from. Here's the live replay. And so, yeah, look throughout these and you'll see the announcements. I take them down. It looks like I took the other ones down. So what I will do at the end of this is I will make a post and I'll put I will put all the winners. How do I stop sharing this? Remove. Okay. I'll put all the winners in like one final post to give everyone another notification in case you won something. Okay. Awesome. Oh, Sierra's having a hard time drawing eyelashes, and it looks like, yeah, I have a whole separate video and cheat sheet about drawing eyelashes as well. Yeah, and you know, so Emily said that the first fairy was so hard. I know, and I have to give you guys kudos because these were not beginner projects, and I had a lot of beginners show up and do their best, and you guys did awesome. These were not beginner projects like at all. So like if you join the drawing club, these would be probably like in the fourth stage 4 classroom. When you join, if you're a beginner, you would like go from like stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are probably like a 3 or 4 stage projects. That's very impressive. Everybody did so awesome. So tell me in the comments, like what was, I guess let's start with like, what's the biggest thing that you learned? Like, or what was something that you thought you were able to like achieve that you weren't previously didn't think you could do? I guess we'll start on a super positive before asking what was maybe not so good. You guys want to share with me? I literally want to know. It helps me with when I'm crafting lessons because I also throw these parties every 6 months. It's nice to know for future things like, no, like that was way too hard. I shouldn't have done that. Do you like a challenge or do you like it more easy? So, sure. Oh yeah, and if you do have a question, please do please put them in caps. So Denise, just log into the classroom. All the supply lists are in the classroom for you. They're all here. And I can share my screen at any time, so I can show you exactly where they are. But they're all there's a whole separate section on supplies in the fairy classroom. Yes. Okay. Sandra says, don't be afraid and just go for it. Yes. Because like, who cares? It's just drawing. Yes. Lots of marker blending. Lots of marker blending. That's awesome. I went into, there's a lot in today's class that was released this morning. And I also covered that extensively actually not as extensively as the actual lesson, but in the Facebook Live I did the day before yesterday. I tried to give you a good runaround of, runaround's the wrong word, just a good overview of markers in general. This I actually answered in length about in that YouTube live the other day as well. But I'll just be real quick about it. If you like them, use them. If you don't like them, don't use them. My first drawing lessons, I actually was trained as a draftsperson doing architectural interior design drawings. And I used one for that. It was great. I like the control of my hand movements over an electric eraser. But if you like it, knock yourself out. Totally. Yes. Oh, thank you. Tara answered that as well. Yes. Catherine Thomas says, if you make mistakes, just keep, she has pricing. I think that's a typo. Just keep going and it will work out. Yeah. There's always an ugly state. Like there's 100% going to be an ugly phase. That's just, if you know it's coming, it'll be, and I'm telling you, it's coming. You just say, hello, how are you? I knew you were going to be here. What's going on? Now let's work on getting rid of you. And you just acknowledge it and be like, here's the ugly stage Karen was telling me about. And then you just keep going and then it'll resolve itself, but not on its own. You have to keep working at it to go. Yes. This is awesome. I never knew I could draw it all. These are great responses. Oh, good. Oh, Christina said she was never drawn before and was so proud to share with her friends. That's awesome. Oh yeah, my gnome friend. Yes, I read your post when you were new to the group. That's awesome. I have gnomes coming up in May as well. Now they're in Smile. That's awesome. And thank you for sharing the class. Hopefully your friends will enjoy it as well. This person loved to do the light color wash over the graphite. I know, I love that because then you can kind of watercolor without having to have any watercolor skills. I told you yesterday, like I'm a little lazy, so I like to sometimes just do little things that make a big difference. Linda says she's amazed that I had a face. Oh, that's awesome, Linda. That makes me super, super happy. This person is how to do less whimsical, so more realistic. Yeah. It's fun to make the change from like whimsical to like semi-realism and then to realism. It's how I love to teach faces. Like let's start with a whimsical and then we'll slowly like shift to realism. But it's a perfect starter point. So I'm glad that you're on your journey to experience that shift on your own. Oh, this is a big one. Maureen says shading was super huge. I could never see it. And now I do. That's awesome. That's a big one. And then once you see it, you don't unsee it. That's like humongous. Oh, congratulations, Maureen. That's like a big deal. That makes me so happy for you. This person says, I usually don't draw added items with my girls. I really enjoy the mushroom. Would like to do more. That's a weakness of mine as well, actually. I'm always good with just like a face and I'm like, good. So I am too. I am always consider myself a student like everyone else. So I am always trying to learn and improve and add little things too. So just so you know, I feel the same as you and I'm trying to be better at that as well. Tyann says she has difficulty drawing a feminine looking face. I made great progress with that yesterday. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's really cool. That's very, very cool. What paper would you recommend for using just drawing with graphite? You know, you can draw on anything. I went into this on my yesterday's live quite a bit too. I like different paper will give you different results. So you can test out for yourself on different papers and just see which ones you like. I like drawing on a variety of papers because they do different things. For example, cold press watercolor paper makes blending really easy, but it creates a lot of texture. And that hammer mill paper that I love is a lot more difficult to blend with, but it's but I like the look of it at the end. So it's kind of like you can be your own judge when it comes to drawing. You can draw on anything. So I recommend just trying different things, and that's a total personal preference. So that'll be a fun little exploration exercise for yourself. Oh, this person says the first fairy mushroom was a great first project. Showing triangles and the shapes was life-changing. Awesome. Yeah. That's so good. I mean, the key for me as a teacher is to help like make hard to easy, right? And so shapes and guidelines, especially guidelines like the faces. And I have guidelines for all the different kind of face angles. It's like once you have the guidelines with you, and then you can draw kind of anything. So I'm so glad that little hack helped you out. And then too, when you're just on your own and not taking a class, you can start looking at objects and start seeing you'll start noticing on your own the different shapes. You're like, oh, look at that. Like I didn't realize, you know, look at that little triangle hanging out in there. Oh, hi, Maggie. You just like yourself in. You want to come say hi? Come on. Come say hi. Maggie's here for you. Oh, do. It's Mags Magerson, we like to call her. We think she's maybe Norwegian. Right? Are you a good girl? Oh my God, you're such a good girl. So that's awesome. Denise says, I like a challenge. I do too. I'm glad you do. It helps you grow. And maybe you meant the whole week as a challenge. I like them both. Yes, I like being active real-time class as well. And I try to come on, just so you know, outside of special events like this, I try to come in the group like once a week and just have a hangout. I don't normally teach live because I find I teach much better pre-recorded because I can like zoom in really close and you can then rewind. But I do love the hangouts and I try to pop in once a week. Just so you guys know, some people ask like, oh, we're having a party every day. And I'm like, well, I do have 3 kids, so I can't do this every day of my whole life. But I enjoy these little festivals that I do twice a year so much. And then I will do like a live painting or something in between times as well, because I do really enjoy it. I just don't have a ton of time. Oh, this makes me so happy. So lines in the oval really helped. Yeah, those guidelines are everything. And you guys, if you did the Fairy Festival, have all those cheat sheets now for you forever, which is awesome. And everybody has lifetime access to all that content. So just enjoy. If you missed a lesson, don't worry about it. You can do it next year if that's the next time that you have time. Shading is the issue. For now, I can really see it. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. I think shading it's more like mentally intimidating. And then once you actually go through the process of learning where, that's where the shading guide comes in. It's like when someone says like, put it here, you're like, oh, okay. And it helps to demystify that. So hopefully those shading guides that I give you are super helpful as well too. Oh, good. So Patricia started using some hot pressed watercolor paper. I know I really like drawing on hot pressed watercolor paper as well. And she got to use her water soluble graphite pencils. Yeah, for sure. I saw yours and it was neat to see you outside your Tombow comfort zone. Debbie was amazed. She had never drawn, you'd only drawn stick people. Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you love doing the eyes. I'm so glad. I love it. I love it. Love it. Karen says, I love the mushrooms and watercolors. Yay. Oh, good. This is awesome, you guys. Oh, and that makes me happy. You're welcome. Beginners. Excuse me. Beginners are my favorite because I was not like an artsy girl growing up or anything. Like I feel I wasn't a beginner as an adult. So I feel like I know exactly what that's like. I think that's foreign for a lot of art teachers because they're like, I just feel like most of my teachers like, I was born with a paintbrush in my hand and like, oh, I was always that girl that was doodling. I feel like such a loser. But I'm like, that was not me. So I didn't start, my art journey until I was an adult. And so I feel like, I just really feel like if I can do it, anyone can do it for real. And then I also witness my students like who are like, I can't draw. And their first drawings look like, kindergarten drawings. And like, not that much long later, they're like full on drawing. Amazing. It's amazing. So I see the transformation every day. So I love, I want beginners to come in because I'm like, no. Like you can do it for real. Like you really, truly can. I am like myself, I'm proof. And like my students that are all in here chatting with us are also proof. Sorry, I just get very passionate about that because I think too, this drives me nuts too. There's also people who are talented, who are born with paintbrushes in their hands. This happens to me a lot because I have a lot of freebies that I give out on Facebook. And like some, know-it-all will come in and comment like, you have to be born with talent. Sorry, like you have to be talented. And it makes me so mad. I'm like, no, you don't. Sorry, I get so mad. I'm like, I am not mean in my response, but I'm like you really don't need to be born with any talent. You can learn to draw the same way as you can ride a bike or learn to swim. Like thinking of learning to swim when you've never swam before seems like an insurmountable task. But if someone comes in and teaches you how to do it, hey, you're not going to drown when you go for a swim in the ocean. It's exactly the same thing. Sorry, people, but it is. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yes, I learned that marker paper is a waste. It is. It's like a marketing scam. That's so funny. And if everyone comes away with just one tiny takeaway, like I feel like I did a good job. That is a good takeaway. You love the whimsical look, less into realism. I do too. That Fun Fab style is my favorite. It's my favorite. I can draw realism all day long, and I would prefer to draw a Fun Fab face all day long. It's my favorite. It just takes the stress all away. And that's another thing too. Like you find what you like, and then you can do that. Isn't that nice? You can do whatever you want. Oh, today's project was a watercolor paper hammer mill. It was on the hammer mill. Yeah, the only watercolor one was the first project, was the fairy on the mushroom was watercolor paper. And this one was the hammer mill because I was drawing it in markers. Oh, good. Somebody got over their fear of watercolor. That's awesome. That makes me happy. Yeah, that's what we did in the first project was a really it's very basic, but it's so fun, isn't it? And it doesn't require anything special, just a little wet puddle and you're good to go. Okay, good. Finding color products scary and challenging. Yeah, that's okay though. It's okay to be intimidated a little bit if you're new. I think that's super normal. But some of these, like the face demo that I did the other day, when I just show you layer by layer, very slow. By the way, I put this in the classroom, the fairy workshop classroom as well. So that's like a whole nother lesson for you that you can go back to over and over. So hopefully doing these, and that's also why I like this Fun Fab style, because you learn like super step by step, hopefully the layers, and that helps to make you more comfortable. Like little things too, like always pick 3 colors for everything, right? 3 shades of green, 3 shades of blue, 3 shades of skin tone. And then those little tricks hopefully will take away some of the intimidation of like, well, what do I do? Where do I start? It's like, okay, I just pick 3 to get going, right? And then it's like that decision has been made. You don't have to stress out about that. And then, oh, you layer light to dark. Okay, so we'll put the light one on first, and hopefully that process and learning, hopefully over time, will help get you more comfortable so that it's not so intimidating. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Yeah, the use of photo references. Yeah, you're welcome. They really, learning how to use and what information to take or leave from a photo reference is sort of, that's a skill that I grew over time. And it's a skill that I'm more and more passing on to my students. I didn't always teach that, but as I've evolved, I think I mentioned this the other day, the Fun Fab Drawing Club is it kind of mirrors my own evolution as an artist and a teacher. So as I started learning and getting better at using photo references, I've been better at incorporating that into my teachers, so you guys can learn that as well. So that's great. That makes me feel so good. Oh my God, this is the best. Okay, this is what happened to me as well. This is what kicked me off, getting more obsessed with it. And every day I'm like, when I sit down and draw a color, paint, or glue, and just tear up the paper, now what I want to try today. Yes, faces are really addictive. They're addictive. Is it addictive or addicting? I never know. But yeah, it is. And then I love to like just make a little tweak, and then your faces become completely different people. And it's like, oh, that was fun. Let's do another one. So fun. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all right. That's okay. That's normal. And you know what though? Here's a little hint or trick for you. So instead of taking your picture, posting it, and then noticing the mistake, before you post, look at your picture. I actually use photos and I use my camera lens while I'm filming my classes to notice those mistakes. So just don't post it yet. You look at it, notice them, fix it, and then post, and then this comment won't read. I usually find my mistakes once I posted. This will say, I'm awesome and I'm posting my best pieces. But even if you didn't, it doesn't matter because it's just some drawings, so you're good. But hopefully that helps because that lens view really does help you see. So just, post it like to your computer first and then fix it, and then you won't feel that way anymore. I'm more into learning. Oh, yes. Oh, Sandra, you got to stay tuned because Lucy Bryden and I are launching a Celtic collective art club very shortly in June. And this is all that we're going to be doing in there, just so you know. It's coming up. More fun stuff. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay, Melissa. I'm so glad you got to draw your first face ever. That makes me so happy. That's hilarious. Yes, we all have this problem. You are among friends. But I'm glad the little information super helped. I actually use like a very finite number of supplies, and I kind of have what I love and I go over and over again. Good. Jocelyn says she's having fun. She's going to grab some more whoos. Joanne, I'm glad you're having fun. A rainy day in Quebec. It's a great day to do some art for sure. Oh, good. Yeah, Bryn has been with me since day one and is a super talented artist. And yeah, photo references also is what was a game changer for myself too. And it doesn't mean copying them either. It just means like learning. Yeah, Jeanette, learning, you know, what to use and what not to use. What is the brain into your portfolio? Oh, I gave the link to Jeanette. I just gave this link to Jeanette this morning. Jeanette, can you throw that link up to Melissa? It is in there. I'm just reading your comments. I just want to make sure I don't, we only have, tomorrow's our last day. So I just want to make sure I don't like miss out on anybody's questions. You guys are funny. How long and how many supplies did it take you to find your favorite supplies though? A long time. because I skipped around from a lot of art teachers, but then I also came, like that hamburger system is, haven't seen anyone else do that. And that came from my own playing around, from taking all these other classes and playing. And then once I like nailed down that system, I was like, this is amazing. I'm never like changing it. It's just like, I know what to do when I have those set number of supplies. But yeah, it took me a long time to get there for sure. Oh, thank you, Melissa Miller. I appreciate that. I'm so glad that you had so much fun and that you were learning. That's the fun part, is just number one for me. Learning is definitely right next to it. It's like fun learning. But if you're having both, then yes, I feel like it was well worth it. I hope. Oh, this makes me happy. Yeah, there's the small faces. I also super struggle with hands. I'm okay. I'm much better at a close-up hand than a far-away hand. For me is a lot harder. So I still struggle with those too, you guys. I'm not like out of the woods or anything. Oh, yay. Because drawing is so fun. Yay. Oh, good. So today, well, there is this class, and then there's a bonus class that is with the same, it's actually the same reference model. That is that fairy. She has this beautiful 3/4 face turn. So when you guys, actually anyone who signs up for the Fun Fab Drawing Club or Mixed Media Society is going to get this lesson. It says it's an early bird, I think, in your email, but I can't say that current members can't get this. That would just be too mean. So this is another lesson that's coming. I'm actually going to be giving away right now too, today and tomorrow, these 3 as well as additional prizes. So today is not the last day for the lives, because we won't have been able to celebrate everyone who did the last day's lesson, which today. So this is the last lesson for today. Tomorrow is the live where I'm going to pull giveaways for the people that did their full face drawing. And then this is a lesson that's going to be released on March 9th, Mother's Day, to anyone who wants to join me over at Awesome Art School to keep this party started and going all year long or all month long, or however long you would like to hang out with me for. The Celtic Collective is going to be, a drawing club as well. It's another one. But so Lucy is my good friend, Lucy Brad, and we have our One Scott, One Not podcast together. She is an artist as well. She is, her strengths, she's an amazing watercolorist, and I, of course, love to draw and do mixed media, but we're doing, it's going to be entirely fantasy themed, and it's going to be another drawing club, just like the Fun Fab Drawing Club, but it's going to be her and I together, and everything's going to be like fairy based, or elves, dragons, witches, all the like, fun stuff. No, I'm just kidding. But I love like also you know, I'm just kind of making it separate because the Fun Fab Drawing Club in the summer, we're going to be doing perspective and urban sketching, which is super different, and things I'm also, I was trained in perspective. So like things that I want to be able to teach, but some people just love the folklore fantasy themed, and I do too. So this way it's kind of like I get to have my cake and eat too, because I still have to come up with lessons for everything, which makes me super happy. So you can come join me wherever you're like. But Lucy will be teaching watercolors. She's amazing, and she has her own membership club called Lucy's Art Lab as well. So we're kind of joining forces for that special. It's just like a little niche club that we're starting. That'll probably kick off in June. Yes, it's called the Celtic Collective. There'll be more information about that soon. Oh gosh. So I started taking classes myself when I was an adult, when I was pregnant with my first son, who is 17. So I started taking classes in person from this little old lady when I lived up in New Hampshire. And she was like 100 years old, and she dressed all in black. She used to wear black headbands and a black shirt and black pants and really thick black makeup. And then it was in her home, and everything in her home was stark white. Like everything was white. It was like creepy. It was like white carpets, white walls, white furniture. Like it was like this weird, like super artist weird. And this is why I was always used to be intimidated when I was a girl growing up, because all the artists I knew were like weird and cool on a level that I like could not comprehend or wrap my brain around. So I started taking in-person classes like when I was probably 26, I guess, was my first like art class. And so every time I enjoyed them so much. So every time, wherever we lived, I would just ask my husband, because we are like having all these babies and I was like miserable. And so like Pullen Park is a place in Raleigh, where I live now, and they have like art classes for adults. And so I would always just try to pop in. I just found like painting was the only thing that took my mind away from my motherhood misery. I'm sure there's a lot of people here who can relate. I was miserable. We moved to North Carolina when I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and we had no one around for support. We didn't know anyone. We didn't have any family, and I was like drowning, and I was miserable. I know that sounds awful. I was miserable though. I really was. And art I found was like, I started when I was pregnant, and I just was like the only thing that made me happy. So I would just take classes, like kind of whatever I felt like I would just kind of bonk into. And then when I had all 3 of my kids, I had 3 kids under 4, and then I was really in the weeds and I was really miserable. Then I started taking online classes, and it was just kind of like whoever, wherever, anything. So yeah. Sorry, don't get me on my tangent, but that was like my why for starting art. And I still to this day do art because it is just fun, and it just like takes me to my happy place. Like, and that's why I just love teaching, because it gives me an excuse, like, oh, I have to go do a drawing now. Like my students need me. Like it's the best excuse ever. I still just love it, and I just get nothing but joy. And I know so many of my students are like older. A lot of people have emotional pain. They have real physical pain that they're trying to deal with and escape from or take their mind off from. And like art is magic for all of that. It's just like the best drug in the whole world. I'm sure you all know that, right? So it was the same for me. That's how I started. And I took classes from everyone I didn't even care. Everyone. Can we post for the drawing, even if we haven't done the marker coloring yet? I'm waiting on my markers. Yeah, do whatever you want. Yeah, you can do your black and white one should have been posted by today already. Jeanette, I keep accidentally clicking on your comments. So if you want to do a color version to be entered in for tomorrow's giveaway, just do it in whatever medium you feel like doing. I don't know when your markers are coming. Yeah. Candy says, art is the only thing that brings me joy lately. I know art is like my constant. It's like no matter what else is happening, if I'm sad, if I do art, it makes me happy, or at least like brings me peace. I totally feel it's like the best. Oh my God, that's so funny. I'm just laughing at this little comment. So yeah. Yeah, Maureen, I know, I hear you. I think some people too, I think some women are really cut out to be mothers. And I'm not that I wasn't cut out to be a mother, but like I didn't do well when my kids were a little tiny. I was really miserable, and I didn't like know how to well, there was no one to ask for help. I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't know where to go for help. I just thought it was my job to like sit and, you know, be like happy and like play with babies all day. And it turns out like that knowing what a busybody I am now that my kids are 12 and 15 and 17, and I look at how like I'm never sitting down. I'm like a whirling dervish all day long. And I think now that I look back and I see my kids being tiny and I was like unable to be productive and to be moving and to do anything that I wanted to do, I think it really strangled me. And I didn't understand what like a whirling dervish, I get off on that. Like I love producing things and being productive, and I understand now why I was miserable, but I didn't have enough self like knowledge to understand what was happening. So I should have like gotten a job and maybe gotten out of the house for a few hours, but hindsight is 2020, whatever. But anyways, I can just relate to a lot of people who like turn to art because they're going through something really tough. And I totally get it. And it is magical. And it would just like, you know, the whole act of like getting dirty and like just thinking about what you're putting on your canvas and like making everything else wash away. It was just really does a good job at lifting your mood. Let's just put it that way. Candy, I know. You know why, Candy? Because I literally love this so much. Like I live for it. Like I don't know. I just live for like, that's why I love beginners. Cause I'm like, you guys, like, let's have a party. Like I'm doing this by myself. It's a million times more fun if we can all do it together. Like beginners, like, come on, you can totally learn this. Like people that are really seasoned, but like get that like creating is super fun. And it's even more fun if you like make something really awesome, right? That just like adds to the awesomeness of the whole experience. So it's like, so much good juju, like juju from the community that we're a part of here. It's like good juju from the techniques that we're like discovering and learning, and like having guest teachers come in, and like it's just all so positive and good. And it's like the reason I like fly out of bed in the morning. So it's like, that's why like it like feeds my soul as art does, which I'm sure all of you, and I keep pointing over here because my comments are over here. Actually, it's reversed, so they're actually over here. But like, so yeah, I just love it. It's like a cesspool for positivity. Love it. All right, I'm just going back to, don't get me on my tangent. Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute. I love that. Oh, look at this. Yay, Maureen. Good. We're glad that you're here. Oh, good. Good. I'm so glad. Yeah, I love beginners. I love. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Charlene. I really do. It's really, women we do a lot. We are some strong people, us women, taking care of our babies. We have women taking care of their parents. We have, you know, it's like we're taking care of our husbands. Like women are some strong people. So it's nice that we can lean on art to like infuse us back into some joy in our lives. So awesome. I do lose track of art. I know, right? It's like you go into like a art drug induced state, which is amazing. Oh, so funny. I'm reading Emily's post. Oh, that's huge, Emily. Congratulations. That's a big, big deal. It's a pleasure to have you in my world. We'll hang out with you, sister. That is awesome. Oh, good. Art Zone. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How many are first timers? I don't know. That's a good question. A lot. Let's just put it this way. I get emails every day from people. I had an email yesterday. I don't see her name in here. There's a woman who was 84 years old who was like, I don't have a lot of time left. I'm up. I'm learning. Give me all you got. And I'm like, sister friend, I'm here for you. So I have people that are starting in their, I'm not kidding, 60s, 70s, 80s. Most of my new students are in that age range. It's freaking amazing. And they start from scratch and they work their way up through the drawing club and they kick serious drawing ass like a few months later. It is the coolest thing. Age has absolutely nothing to do with what your ability is to learn. It doesn't. It's awesome. All right, look at this. Wendy Cole says, I signed up first time for me. Yeah, most of my students are older. They're mature women and they are like, oh God, here we go. And they do great. It's awesome. It's my super jam. Let's do the giveaways, you guys. Let's do some giveaways. And then I had one little thing I just wanted to show you before I forgot. Something I always forget. You guys are so cute. Oh, good. Jocelyn, I'm glad to hear that. I sent out your book and Jocelyn, where are you? I just saw your name. Oh, I just put your book in. Jocelyn was a winner yesterday. I put your book. It's literally in my mailbox right now, just so you know. Okay, speaking of giveaways, let's have our giveaway. So the first, and this was, I chose these from, this was the, from yesterday's class. So the graphite drawing and shading the face in graphite. I looked through every single one. I scrolled through and picked 4 people to win. So I'm going to give away, the first one is going to be the 20. I've actually just been PayPaling people money, which is actually very satisfying. So you can choose between Amazon gift card or just straight up money. I kind of like that. It's actually easier too, because everyone pretty much in the world has it. So it's easy and it's really fun. And if you're like in Australia, like my first day's winner, and the exchange rate, which is amazing, because usually everyone in Australia is sad that everything's expensive in the United States. But if you win $25 American dollars, it turns out to be 30 Australian dollars. So yay, Australia, you finally get rewarded for that exchange rate. So the winner of the money is Gayla Keeney Clunder. And Gayla, you have the coolest name ever. Let's just put it that way. Gayla Keeney Clunder is the winner for doing the graphite drawing and shading fairy face. Congratulations, Gayla. The second winner wins one of my 18 art books. Does anyone need to see those again? I only showed them on the very first day, and then I haven't showed any of them. Are you guys cool? Do you know the choices? Maybe Tara or Jeanette can drop the link to those. In case, or if anybody wants to see any of them in particular, now is probably a good time. And I'll tell you who won. Kimberly Leslie is the winner of an art book. Does anyone, I just have them sitting right next to me. So if anybody wants to see any of them, can you let me know and I'll just hold them up. They're all on Amazon. You can always go there as well and flip through. You want to see them again? Okay. All right. I'm not going to do super flip through. So it took me like an hour to go through. I'm trying not to be so long-winded. Okay. And then these are the journals. I'm going to put them here. Okay. So Whimsical Women in the World, which many, many people from the Facebook group's work actually appears in this book. So most of them are my Fun Fab Drawing Club students, and they are I just got to show you one page, but they got a serious I wanted to give a nod to my students who have worked so hard. And so at the end of all 14 projects, there is a page of student work. So that's awesomeness right there. So there's the first one. I love this book. These are the 2 guides, but you get these free with your annual membership. But say you might have signed up for the monthly Fun Fab Drawing Club or Mixed Media Society this week. Doors close May 3rd. If you want to join us and you do the annual membership, you actually get one of these puppies for free anyways, but I'm just showing you what they are. If you haven't seen them, they're these great big guides that accompany the memberships. Fun Fab Flappers is a fun coloring book that I compiled using the images plus fun other Art Deco images that are just fun for coloring. I have the volumes 1 and 2, Learn to Draw Art Deco, which these are also my favorite. I did these when COVID started, and I went down like a 1920s to 1930s rabbit hole for months, and I came out with these 2 books. This was a passion project for me, and I am so stinking proud of all the drawings in these books. I just have to put that out there. This is me hiding. It was the world outside was painful. What did I do? I went in and I drew my face off, and it was the same thing. You know, COVID was scary. I was miserable. My kids were all home from school, and my husband was then home, and it was like, what is going on? So I went on Pinterest and I published 3 books, and I was the happiest. I'm living in my little, I did it all from that, I can't point, that drawing table. I sat here every day and drew and scanned my drawings. That's my scanner. Drew and scanned and drew and scanned and drew and scanned and made just book after book after book. And it, you know, it was a great distraction. It was awesome. All right, then I have this series, which is the How to Draw More Fun Fab Faces. Oh my God, I can't talk. The first one, the second one, this is How to Draw Turns. And this is the book that we are learning from when we do the bonus lesson. I literally step by step, it's from this book. And then here's the fellas. The mixed media hamburger system is my favorite mixed media layering method in book format. It just teaches you all about supplies in a very friendly, basic way. Mixed Media Magic was my first mixed media book, which just has a good basic intro about supplies and then some fun projects that you can do, like step-by-step photo. And then no, it doesn't go with that one. This was a fun one that I published with my, with the help of my Karen Kimball and friends, is this Facebook group that you're watching me from. I had all my students submit drawings, and everybody got a page, and there's 200 pages of swatch fun in there. And then I have the official guide, How to Draw and Find Your Style, and then How to Draw Amazing Hands. All of these hands book video lessons are in the Fun Fab Drawing Club. Also, all of the drawing lessons from the Whimsical Women book, all the real-time lessons are in the Fun Fab Drawing Club as well. And the time-lapse versions are on YouTube, but all the real-time with all the marker information and everything is only in the Fun Fab Drawing Club. All right, so, and I already told you who the winner was. Where did it go? Here it is. I told you Kimberly Leslie was the winner of that art book. Yes, it is $270 for a year, and you get a free paperback, and that also gives you 2 months for free. You do have until noon tomorrow to enter the marker drawing. Yep, that's right. That's why tomorrow's our biggest and last giveaway. Yeah, there's Maggie dead on the floor. I didn't even realize she was there. Doesn't she look like an antelope? She looks like a deer. When we got her, we were like, oh, Jesus, we adopted like an antelope. Like her legs are like 9 miles long. So funny. Okay. Does the guide have instructional things? It is, it's 80% is just an accompaniment for and only relevant to the Fun Fab Drawing Club. Yeah, it's not, I did not make it for the general public. My drawing big guide, if you're not in a club, would be this one. The drawing club, it accompanies your guide and is only relevant, but about 20 pages of it. I have a lot of my cheat sheets in there. And people covet those cheat sheets. So a lot of them are in there. I'm actually working on making a book of just my cheat sheets. But I just have had like 80,000 things going on. I haven't quite gotten it there yet, but actually that's the one announcement I was going to make after I announced the giveaways, to just show you where you can go to get those. Maggie's just chilling. Yes, she is. So those are the books. And Kimberly Leslie was the winner. The winner of the journals is Brenda Hamilton. And there are a whole bunch to choose from. There is little ones like this, and then there's square fun ones like this. And then I just have one big one, which I just created, which I think is my favorite. And this one is lined. It's just like a lined notebook, but then there's like a whole bunch of pictures throughout it. It's the cover girl, just for fun. So the winner is Brenda Hamilton there. And then I thought I would give away my drawings. So I was going to give this one away first, and I'll save the big ones for tomorrow. And then the winner of this was my little fun face demo, is Audra Lalonde. I don't know how to say her last name. Lalonde. Audra Lalonde. So that will go out to Audra. And then tomorrow I'll be giving away the books, and then I'm going to give away these two separately. So we can just have more people winning. I thought it would be fun to have more people win. To say thank you for everyone for hanging out with me all week. I wanted to, and don't worry, Melissa, if you stay on my mailing list, girlfriend, I publish at least one and usually 2 free videos every week on YouTube. So I have like 400 art videos on YouTube. So if you're ever in the mood for some drawing, just go to YouTube and you can hang out with me there. I have full-time projects. I have like a whole information about supplies. There's a lot going on there, totally free. So don't worry for a second. Yes. Thank you, Jeanette. Yeah. I mean, hit me up on YouTube. I've been working my buns off for YouTube for years, just as long as thanks, Candy. I love your profile picture too, by the way. Yeah, I have lots and lots and lots of hours of work over there as well. But I wanted to show you real quick if it was cool. Oh, good. I'm loving. Thank you, Diane. Thank you so much for everyone's kind words and words of congratulations for each other. I just wanted to show you guys the cheat sheet library. Number one, because it's included in the clubs and it's a whole resource in and of itself. And some people too have already purchased it. It's $7 a month, so it's not like a one-time product, because it's constantly being upgraded twice a week. And I'm adding to it all the time. But if you purchase that at one point and then you just purchase the club, it's included in the club. So I need you to let me know so I can cancel it, or I want you to let you know so that you can cancel it. But I want to just show you what it is, because it's a huge resource in and of itself that's included with the memberships. And I think some people just gloss over it and they don't even realize what it is or why it's there. But it's a big resource. So I just want to make sure, especially everybody who did sign up for the club, like this is here for you. So I'm just going to share my screen really quickly. Let's see. So this is the YouTube and cheat sheet library. And you can get to it by just going to Awesome Art School, but this is my favorite way to access the classes. If you go to like Fun Fab Drawing Club, see all the projects, that's where I am right now. Just so you guys know, for those who signed up, any of these green buttons, these are actual clickable buttons that will take you to all of these lessons. So if you're an active member, like you can start here and choose your lessons that way. But I think people just blow by this because it's just first and they're like, yeah, get me to the lessons. But I just want to let you know that this resource exists. So when you click on it, and this is available separately as well, but it is great for people that don't have a lot of money too, because you get all my cheat sheets are here, and the cheat sheets are no joke. And look how many that there are. I think it was like 70 pages or something. I mean, some of these are like this 5 in 5 minutes practice packet is 20 pages, and it goes with an entire free series on YouTube. And YouTube, as you know, is like such a black hole. What I like about this YouTube and cheat sheet library is that everything is like sorted out for you by genre. So it's like all my profile drawing help things are in one place. All the 3/4 help things are here. All my hair drawing videos, I have like a ton of eye drawing videos, and I have 3 YouTube channels. And so it's like I'm picking them from all the channels and putting them all here in one easy place. Like all my cute animal, I have like 1 million animal projects. People are like, you never do animals. And I'm like, no, I actually have like a ton of animal projects. The difference between some of these is a lot of them are like the real-time versions will be at Awesome Art School in the drawing clubs, but some of these are real-time. It just depends. Like this one is a full-length project. So it just depends. But it's what's nice is I just think that the cheat sheets alone are super valuable. This is like Lucy's one. So every time I have a new cheat sheet, I add it to this library. So this is the one that Lucy just made. But here's my sheet on like 9 ways to make it your own. This one is hugely popular. Again, this goes with a free series on YouTube. But it's just hard when like I love YouTube, but I can't even find anything in there. So it's nice that all these things are in one place for you. At least that's my hope. So yeah, so I have all these packets and all these kind of things, and all of my packets too, I usually have a link to where these things go, but also like here's all the whimsical women in the world. These are all those. And like for these, I like what's not on YouTube, I do have here. So like this, none of this is on YouTube. So like I have clickable links to all the supplies. And I also have the, how don't I see that in there? I also have the references. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I also have all the reference pictures in here. So none of that is on YouTube. So this still isn't the real-time lessons that you would find out in the Fun Fab Drawing Club, but it is a little bit more than just nothing, because you do have everything like sorted. Here's that free series that go with that 20-page packet, and everything's just like boom right here. So it just makes it kind of easy. So and that's included with your membership. So I think that goes, I don't think people really realize that. So I just want to make sure that you know. And again, if you're paying that $7 a month, that goes away once you join the club too. So I just want to let you know. Can you open one up? Yeah. What do you mean? One of the clubs? I sure can. Is that what you mean, Anne? I totally can. Add to stream. Okay. So projects in the drawing club. So let's say, so confusing. I get so weirded out having 2 screens. Yeah, so say we'll start, well, I just start anywhere. All right. So when you say like the drawing club, there's two ways to kind of get around. You can click on included courses here. For some reason on my computer, on this computer, these all get chopped off, but they don't look like that. So you can do that view. And then you can also just, if you click on my courses, it'll, I'm enrolled in both the Fun Fab Drawing Club and the Mixed Media Society, so there's a lot here. But if whatever you're not enrolled in will just disappear from your screen, and it will just leave out the ones that you are enrolled in. So all these white classrooms are included in the Fun Fab Drawing Club. So all of these are included. And all of those are included. So if you're like super brand new to drawing and you don't know what to do or where to start, you just simply start. And the guide walks you through this everywhere. And here's your guide too. So when you first join, you can download, or you can just look at your guide right here. You can just, so you don't have to clunk up your computer if you don't want to. So the whole guide is right here for you. So you can go and read it. And this actually has all the instructions. This is my little art. There's my creed, my class creed for everyone, just expectations. Here's that. Here, this is the link that shows you where, this is the link that goes to the Karen Campbell, the one I was just on. That is this link. So that if you ever get lost, you always have that link to go back to where you can kind of look at all the projects. Okay, so there's the PDF right in there, and that's free for everybody. And then you can start, if you're brand new, you would just start at stage 1, the pixie. So this is where you would start. This is literally like kids, draw line, and this is all the guide walks you through that as well. And then you literally just go, welcome, start here, what you'll learn, what you'll need, see all the projects. And then there's we just start out with Zentangling. It's nice and easy. All right. So then, and after you finish, if you like the thought of going in order, when you finish each of those classrooms, you actually get a little certificate is given to you that you kind of graduated, and then you would just go to the next one and you would start off at the Sprite. And so you have a little bit more lessons in this one than the first one, and you start learning about simple shapes and shading. And then when you finish with that one, you go to stage 3, and then stage 4. And stage 4, you can hang out. There's quite a lot in stage 4. So it kind of gets, so it just progressively gets more and more, but you can take your time and you do this as fast or as slow as you want. You can take a month to do this. You can take the whole year to get through this. It's totally up to you. And you can also just skip around. Like say you're like bored and you're like, I don't want to go and I don't want to listen to any rules. I'm like, ooh, I've never worked. What the heck is tone paper? I don't even know what that is. And you can come in here and you can just click around. And if you're not sure, because you're like, well, I can't see any of these. Look, see where it says see each project? Click here for project picks. Guess where it sends you? Oh, it sent me to the wrong place. I have to fix my link. It's supposed to send you. Oh, actually, write that down. And if you see anything like that, let me know so I can fix it. Toned paper link. Where it should take you. That's so funny. Well, I'm glad I found it now. Where it should take you is immediately. Did I just? No, I didn't go by it. There's all the hands. It should actually take you right here. So it'll snap to this page. And then you'll be like, oh, what are these? No, it's just a visual. I have a lot more on YouTube as well. So again, I will put those. I says 11 more. So I have 11 more projects right there. So that's kind of how it works. And you can skip around as much as you like. Yes. The lessons are all downloadable. Yes, they are. I'm just reading your questions. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. It looks like Tara and Jeanette are answering questions. That's good. Donna's here. Yeah. I'm just making sure again. Yeah, if you want to see if you've signed up, you can just just log into Awesome Art School and click my classes. That's right. And whatever shows up is what you're enrolled in. Does anyone want to see Mixed Media Society while I'm here too? I think I was showing this the other way, but the other day as well, which you can kind of the same thing. You can start at Awesome Art School or you can start at the Visual Index. It's your choice. And there's your guide. And again, you also have access to the cheat sheet library. And then these are all, this is like the thumbnail. So when you go to Awesome Art School, you'll see these are all individually available for $99 each. And all of these are included in the Mixed Media Society as well. So that's all about magic mark makers. This is this is acrylics, and each of those is like their own stage because they all start from the beginning and work your way up through them. And as you see, there are lots of animals, flowers. I try to mix it up because I love to do everything. So this is the whole watercolor module. Lots of faces, of course. Encaustics is so fun. But again, all of these assume you know nothing about the medium. So you don't have to worry at all if you've never done something before. Like that's who I've designed these courses for, is someone who's starting from scratch. So you can, it's like the beginner is my favorite person, again, because I got you so covered. This is the fountain pennings. I was showing everyone my fountain pen ink collection yesterday. There's going to be a lot more lessons coming because I'm obsessed. This was my last party that I threw in September, the last time everything opened up. And this was the challenge that we did. And all of those got rolled into the Mixed Media Society as well. Oh, I got to fix those thumbnails. They're wonky. These are all the projects from my Mixed Media Magic book are all in here. These are all of my hamburger. You get the ebook for free when you sign up too. It's already in the classroom for you. And then these are all the videos I do on YouTube are really, really thorough. And so they're here in order for you. And then I've organized the hamburger lessons by easy, intermediate, and advanced. So based on your level. So you can come in here and literally choose like, oh, if you've been with me for a long time, you can draw, you can do all the things, you can jump right to these more advanced ones. And then when you click on the picture, you can actually see like the whole, like this one's a pretty long guy. Yeah, you can see them all. Yeah, and then here's a classroom for fantasy, which was not long enough, but see, I could do this all day, and that's what we're going to be doing in the Celtic Collective. We're going to do watercolors and drawings. I do have a ton of animal projects, and see, it says YouTube projects. There's like 12 more in there that aren't here. So there's lots and lots. We do funny things. We do serious things. Like we kind of just mix it all up. Here's the Art Deco. Here's the whole course. These are all the flower projects from everywhere. And then I'm adding new ones onto this right now because we're in the season of flowers. And then we're doing Fabulous Facades is coming up, and I'll be doing some perspective and cityscapes, but that will all be painting. And then the Fun Fab Drawing Club will all be drawing. So, oh my God, this is my favorite, right? My husband can't even like blow his nose and talk on the phone at the same time. That's hilarious. Amen, sister. So funny. Are the videos the same ones open to the public? No, everything in the drawing club is paid for and not on YouTube. But I put my YouTube things into the clubs. Does that make sense? Very often, sometimes, but very infrequently, I will do like the real-time video in one of the clubs, and then I'll do a time-lapse version on YouTube. So like my Whimsical Women of the World series, the drawing portion is on YouTube, and then all the coloring is sped up because they're like 2-3 hour lessons. I'm not going to put that on YouTube. So all of that, all of my real-time, nothing in the drawing club is time-lapsed, everything. And all of my paid content is real-time. And most everything on YouTube is usually time-lapsed or truncated in some way, with exceptions. Because I do know there are people that can never afford to buy anything. And I love my YouTube audiences as well. So I will occasionally just throw them a whole real-time thing just because I'm feeling super generous. So I'm not going to say that I don't have real-time things on YouTube, because I do as well. But plus the clubs are like all organized and everything is like right at your fingertips and you can just jump and go. And YouTube is like a literal black hole. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. Yes, we are doing, yes, this summer. So we're in floral season is April and May, and then June and July, I'm going to be doing urban sketching. Yeah, and doors and windows. I already have some lessons already done actually for you guys. And I'm not teaching perspective in the Mixed Media Society because we're going to be like sloshing paint, but I am teaching perspective in the drawing club, and we will be doing urban sketches in there for sure. I'm so excited. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, they're all the videos are super, super different. And none of those are on anywhere on YouTube. All these long, oh, sorry, you can't see my screen anymore. None of that is on YouTube. Do we get actual drawing or just the PDF one? If you sign up for the annual, you get the paperback for free, but anybody can buy it off of Amazon. So if you want to do monthly and you want a paperback, you can just go grab one off of Amazon. It's just, I just leave that up to the individual if they want it or not. Yeah, what other questions you got? Hit me. Oh, you guys are so funny. Just reading your comments. Oh, can you join another time? I open my doors just twice a year, just September and April, because it's a lot of work to onboard new students. It like ties up myself and my whole team. So we just like do it concentrated amounts of time, and then we all go back to work. I go back to making lessons and videos and books, and my team goes back to supporting the students and doing customer service. And so I only like to do it twice a year. It just takes up a lot of administrative manpower, and I want to make sure I'm loving on my students as much as I can throughout the whole year. So I just do it twice. All right, what else did I miss any questions? Did I miss any questions? Shoot me with some all caps if there's any other questions that I can answer for you. So tomorrow, just to be clear for the giveaways, tomorrow you're going to be posting the colored versions of today in whatever mediums you have. So if you don't have markers, don't worry about it. You can use colored pencils, you can use paint, you can use watercolors, you can just you post your graphite one again if you're gonna that's all you're gonna do, that's fine. Just make sure it's in the right thread so I know which ones to choose. And then I'll be giving away, again, gift card, art book, journal, and then I'll be giving away both of these. And then this lesson will appear in both clubs as of May 9th as its own little bonus lesson. I do have in the Mixed Media Society, I have a section where I do teach drawing in Copics, and so that's where that one's going to live, just so you know. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, do I limit the amount of students? I do not, because it's a self, what's it called? What's that word I'm looking for? It's a self-paced course. It's a self-paced, so everyone can, as many people who want to come in can join. And myself and Jeanette are on call all the time to answer questions. And then there's always the Facebook group as well. To do watercolor on the fairy face, do I do it over the graphite shaded? Only if you're working on watercolor paper. If you're working on watercolor paper, you can if you want to. for sure. And if you're not working on watercolor paper, then I would copy it onto watercolor paper or redraw a face onto watercolor paper. Oh, good. Sandra is using some wax crayons. Jeanette is Supergirl for keeping up with Karen and her questions. And so is Tara. Do you ever do art therapy? I don't. I'm always creating something. So I don't do that separately. I just feel like the act of creation for me is my art therapy. And that's what, hopefully that's the fun that you're having in the classes becomes your art therapy as well. Do I have live interactive sessions? So I come on live once a week in the Facebook group. I do these huge parties twice a year, and actually more than that. And I actually have a scheduled on for Monday with a tech person to help, because I want to have these actually just within the clubs themselves. So I'm working on more, but I always do hangouts in the Facebook group. I did one night I was like cooking dinner and I just came on, and then I just ended up not cooking a thing, but drinking glasses of wine and then just hanging out. So I pop in the group regularly. Oh, can somebody shoot Catherine Thomas the hammer mill link for me? Can you do marker, watercolor and paper? Nope, you cannot. It will leach your markers. And I went into great length about this on my YouTube on the live I did 2 days ago. If someone can grab Denise, the YouTube, that one is on my YouTube, my draws channel. That has all the information about that. Ooh, you guys are so quick with those links. All right, sounds good. I can't wait to see them. That's very exciting. They seem soft. They look hard. Yeah, I'm pretty rough on those nibs. I really push down on them pretty hard. So you can feel free to push down maybe harder. Oh my God, that's hilarious. The clubs are cheaper than copay to therapists. You're not the only one that has said that. I've had many people tell me that. They're like, this is the cheapest therapy around. It's hilarious. That's awesome. Any other questions? I'm excited for tomorrow's giveaway. I'm like sad that the week's going to be over. Any questions before I go? What time is it? All right, yeah, and if you guys have questions, you can also just email me back from any emails that you got from the challenge. Awesome. Tara with the links. When you open your hoo-hoo markers, they splatter on your drawing? That's weird. I've never heard of all of them do? That's weird. Do you have the alcohol markers? I've never had an alcohol marker explode on me. That's not good. You should maybe return those. I'm sorry that happened to you. I've never heard of an alcohol marker exploding. Are you sure they're not they have new brush pens that are out. I wonder if you got the brush pens. I'm sorry that happened to you. And I don't know who that is because it just says Facebook user. So I'm sorry. That's why I'm not calling your name. You had that happen with Spectrum Noir, Donna? Yeah, that must be a bad batch. I'm so sorry. And if I have any students that are hanging out here right now, like Linda or Donna, if you guys want to come on and like answer questions for people, I would not mind. If any students want to do that tomorrow, let me know and I'll pop you on with me. Super easy. I just like send you a link and then I can kidnap you on and you will have, it's almost like a Zoom call, but we have a little bit of an audience. Oh. That's so bad. I'm so sorry that happened. Yeah, I know. That's not good. I'm sorry. I've never had that happen. At least it means they're like juicy and filled to the brim, I guess. But yeah, you wouldn't want that like exploding. I don't know that there is any place cheaper than Amazon. I mean, I go to Jerry's Artorama, but only because it's literally 20 minutes from my house. If it wasn't 20 minutes, I would probably only order from Amazon. I kind of love Amazon. There's people that hate it and boycott it, and I kind of love it. because everything's right there. Yeah, I mean, you can just shop around, but I mean, I think Amazon does usually have the cheapest, except things like the Vanish Eraser, I know is the only thing off the top of my head that I know is like way cheaper at Jerry's. Oh, when the Sharon Holmberg interview will be available, I'm not sure yet. I don't know yet. I'm sorry. I have so much going on because she only draws faces. So I want to make sure my goal is to do a face like Sharon's. So I don't know, because right now we're not doing faces, we're doing flowers, but then I just did a flower with face, so I'm not sure yet. I have a lot of things that I have that are recorded that I'm releasing over time, so I don't have the date for that. I'm sorry. Yeah, the lessons are all released every day at 8, same time every day. I've never had to use Jerry's customer service, so I didn't know they're are they not good? I did not know that. That's funny. I just go to the store. So bad. So much money. See, it's like it's cheaper there, but then when I go, I buy everything. So it's not cheaper there. It's cheaper on Amazon because I like check out. And when I'm at Jerry's, I'm like, ooh, and I just grab things. And then it's super expensive. And I like spend $300 and I come out with a bag like this big. I'm like, what have I done? Jerry sends, yeah, they send emails every day, but most stores do. Oh, I know. I'm sad it's going to be over too. I am sad. It was a really like a whirlwind of a week. It was so fun. It was a lot of work went into getting all that ready. So it was fun. What time on Sunday? All the lives are the same. Oh, wait. No, I'm not going live on Sunday. Tomorrow's my last live. So tomorrow is going to be the same time as today. Which is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Amazon does have good customer service. I know. Yes, no lives. Well, actually, yeah, I know. Yeah, the Gnomes Fest is coming. The Gnomes Fest is May. And that's only it for mixed media. The Mixed Media Society people are the ones that get that one. So the Fairy Festival was free for the Drawing Club members, and the Gnome Party is free for Mixed Media Society. So I try to make everything very even, so everybody has something special. I don't want like jealous siblings or anything. So yes, I'll try to pepper it and make it always be fair. So just know if there's something free happening in one club, there's something free going to be coming extra special around the corner for the other club as well. Don't worry. It's going to be gnome-tastic. So no jealous siblings. So funny. So yeah, that will be announced May 9th is when the gnomes are coming. You're welcome, Lisette. Yeah, there's like a whole gnomes. I'm having my I can't tell you, it's a surprise, but it's gonna be a gnome. It's gonna be a little bit of a gnome party around here. And I'm hoping to have my the tech figured out so we can have like a proper don't be jealous. Just come join the Mixed Media Society for a month. Then you can come in. It's a really special event. I mean, it's not me that's doing it either. It's another one of my fun artsy friends. So yeah, trying to and then I'm going to be doing something special for her audience as well. So we're kind of a bunch of 5-year-olds. That's right. So we're kind of swapping our skills for one another to enrich each other's memberships. Yeah, I am in like a larger organization, and all of us have memberships, and many of us have art memberships. So we do a lot of sharing and collaborating instead of competing with one another. We kind of like to join forces and share each other's skills and audiences, and it's just more fun that way. So fun. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, if there's no more questions, I'm going to bow out, and my kids are coming home from school pretty soon. Yeah. And switch gears. I have I'm having guests on our podcast. If any of my students, if you guys are watching and you want to pop on and answer questions for anybody, or you want to chat, or if you have anything you want to share about either of the clubs, just email me. We can set that up for tomorrow. And if not, that's cool too. have you checked if you can set a preference for the number of emails? So after, oh, you're talking about, I don't know if you're talking about me. Just so you know, after this like launch is over, I just email everyone once a week. And just if there's new club members watching, I email free videos and your lessons are all included in one email every Monday. So always open your email for me on Mondays because that's where your lessons are delivered to you, both paid and free. The Gnomes is going to be free for just the Mixed Media Society, just like the Fairy Festival was only free for the drawing people. I can make it as a separate class if you want to purchase it. That would be fine. But I'm trying to make it fair to everybody. You're welcome, Sandra. Will I be Zooming? I don't know what. Oh, I'm trying to catch up on the comments. I actually will pop you up right here, like with me right now. It's like a link. I think you just, I did it with Heidi Colenso back in September and she did okay with it, except she had no camera, which was kind of a bummer because I couldn't see her. No one could see her. But you can, Linda, if you want to chat, just reach out to me. We can work it out. We can tape a Zoom and I can play it while we're here if you want to just chat about it. And yes, the last live is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Yes. Awesome. I'm so excited to have you. That's super exciting. We're going to have so much fun, just saying. Awesome. Yes, you can always share your artwork if you're not in the club. I don't care. I just want this place to be a friendly, artful place. That's it. Awesome. How do you sign up for clubs? Is that different from signing up for lessons? Everything is at awesomeartschool.com. Clubs and individual courses are all at awesomeartschool.com. Yeah, you're welcome, Linda. Yeah, you're welcome, Donna. No problem. All right, yeah. So if you do want to join, the clubs are open until Monday, and then again in September. So if you want to come on in. Now's the time. And if you guys have questions, email me, Karen at awesomeartschool.com. Yeah, and other than that, you can sign up at awesomeartschool.com. Everything is over there. That's the name of this Facebook group. So that's where that comes from. Of course. Yes. I only have one Facebook group for all my YouTuber people, all my class people, all like people who like my books, like they're all just here. So you can, and you don't have to, you can post artwork from other classes in here. I don't care. Just post art and that you are proud of. And from wherever we want to see it. It's all good. That's awesome. Yeah. The other club is the Mixed Media Society is what that's called. And that is all painting. And you can go to awesomeartschool.com and find more information on that right now. And it is open. Yay! Awesome. All right. Last chance. Winding down. Gonna get ready for kids and mom hour. My sixth grader has his first school dance tonight. I'm so excited. So I gotta make sure he's all set to go with his new little button-down shirt. Oh my gosh, gotta go do some fun mom stuff. Yes. Oh, that is fun, Sandy. Well, I'll always have the replay that you can play back. And if anybody missed any of the lives from the other days, they're all in the classroom for you, at the fairy classroom for you as well. So I hope he does too. So cute, my little Maxie. He's so cute. Oh, you guys are so sweet. All right, friends. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off. There's a little bit of a delay. That's why I'm like, just wait. I just want to make sure I don't miss any questions. But anyways, I think we got it covered. And I will see you at the same time, same place tomorrow with more giveaways. And I can't wait to see your finished faces. It's going to be super cool. She's dreaming art. I don't know. I don't think so. I think she's dreaming like squirrels and roadkill. Oh, they are very sweet. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for spending your afternoon with me. I will see you back here tomorrow, whoever is around. And yeah, if anyone wants to come hang out here with me tomorrow, let me know. And have an awesome day. And email me if you have questions. All right. Bye. Bye.